Mayor, we're ready to go.
Okay, very good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Olivet City Council meeting of March 24th, 2020, at 7 o'clock p.m. This meeting is being held through live streaming, and it is the first time that we have done that. We will do roll call, and then I will do a brief statement. Madam Clerk, please do roll call.
Chairman Springer? Chairman Springer?
Chairman Springer? Here.
Councilmember Clark?
Here.
Councilmember Carl? Councilmember Weil?
Here.
Mayor?
No. I'm here, but I'm not hearing my name. So this is new technology, and we will probably go a bit slower tonight.
Okay. Mayor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, Councilmember Weil is not in attendance, correct?
That is correct, and she's excused with absence.
Thank you.
Can you turn your microphone?
Yeah. How do I do that?
And if you could recognize Sidney Clark is also present.
Yes, we heard him.
Okay, Cindy, they heard me. All right, very good. Okay, so we're going to proceed with just a brief statement, and then we're going to move on to city business. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for those who are watching us tonight. Olivet has always been there for its citizens during both prosperous times and tough times. The city continues to closely monitor this very fluid situation due to the COVID-19 virus. Please know the number one priority in Olivet is to continue providing vital services in a safe and responsible way while we all navigate our way through the COVID-19 pandemic. The way we provide services has changed with the emergency order to shelter in place for the next 30 days, and perhaps more as we begin to take seriously requirements of social distancing. City Council took emergency action on March 18th, 2020 to approve and adopt all city boards, commissions, and council meetings by electronic format. We are not shutting down. This is the first effort to live stream a city council meeting by electronic format. Please be patient as we all learn and interact together through virtual technology. Our parks are open to take a walk using social distances of 6 feet or more, and our parks and rec staff continue providing fun ways to spend time during the shelter-at-home environment. Yesterday, we learned about making Play-Doh. What a fun way to feel like a kid again, making Play-Doh at home with your loved ones. We will continue staying connected to the community with information through Olivet's website, Facebook, Twitter, and Nextdoor accounts on a daily basis for all matters of importance. Your city council wants you to know that we want you to be safe and stay safe. Thank you so much on behalf of your city council. Okay, we will move to communications.
We have no written communications. We have no written communications, Mayor.
There are no written communications at this time. We will move to item number 3, which is the city manager's report. City manager Mark Sondag. Hello.
Thank you. Well, most of what we're going to talk about tonight is the city's response to the COVID-19 and I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit of feedback. Thank you.
Again, reminding people that the best way to prevent illness is to minimize person-to-person contact. It's also to keep that social distance that the mayor was talking about, as well as making sure that we're following the stay-at-home order. With regard to the city facilities, the city center, the community rooms are closed. The lobby, we closed to the public yesterday at about noon, or actually about 2 o'clock. The community center is closed, and Public Works office is closed. And while these buildings are closed, the city staff continues to work. The Olivet Police Department continues to serve the community. However, due to some of the issues, we have had to suspend some services. We don't do building tours. We're not doing any special patrols or assignments. We've stopped all non-essential trainings, and we're really only fingerprinting healthcare workers for their continued licensure. The fire and ambulance service continues. We have suspended car seat installation, smoke detector installation, business inspections, blood pressure checks, and any tours. The planning and community development staff, they are working. And again, I want to encourage people, while our doors are closed, please call the number that you see on the screen. If you need to talk with anybody, we are still scheduling meetings, doing inspections, and doing plan review. We are trying as best as able to continue to assist the folks who have construction projects going, because we don't want to leave anybody in a lurch. So with that, building inspections, we're kind of limiting some of those to new construction, or to inspections that can occur in a safe way. Plans are going to be continued to be received and reviewed. Applications for occupancy inspections are still necessary. You can forward all of these things electronically. And our code enforcement, we are doing a little bit more of instead of proactive code enforcement, we're doing a little more reactive code enforcement. Our courts, we just found out this morning that courts will be suspended. The municipal court will be suspended through, I believe, April 22nd. However, if you have questions, you can still call court staff. You can email the court staff, and you will still be able to make payments through a drop box in the lobby area. Public Works, their building is closed. However, they are working split shifts, so that we are still doing core services, but we are doing it in such a way that we're trying to always to kind of divide the staff so that they're not working at the same time. Park and Recs, the center is closed. If you have any questions, again, the number's there, as well as an email. We've canceled most of our programs and events during this 30-day stay-at-home period. Our parks are open. Enjoy the parks. Enjoy the space outside. We have closed our playground equipment due to concerns of contamination. The outdoor pavilion rentals are canceled. However, if you want to sit down, there's still picnic tables out. And although we do caution people, again, make sure you wash your hands, those types of things. And the outdoor pavilion rentals have been canceled, and the outdoor restrooms are closed. Communications, we're really trying to continue really improving our communications during this period of time. I think the mayor talked about some of the fun things that are happening, as well as some of the important business and items that are out there. And also, we're doing updates through our website, so please make sure you're taking advantage of all those things. I did just get a message on Textbook. I apologize, that's why I was a little distracted. If you are having issues with the live stream, I do recommend that you hit refresh on your browser. So if you could just hit refresh on your browser, sometimes that helps with the live stream. This is the number for the county public health. Our Prop C, at this point with the elections being moved to June 2nd, we are postponing our informational meetings. We will have more meetings as we get closer to the election. And again, as we know more, as we kind of move through this crisis, we will know better what the format of those meetings will be. And then with upcoming events, again, we are trying to do meetings. We're trying to do them through the live stream, through video conferencing. April 2nd is a planning commission. We have a workshop for the council on April 7th. The regular council meeting is April 14th. Coffee with the mayor is April 15th. We're reviewing what kind of format that might be. Park and Recreation, April 15th. Planning Commission, April 16th. And again, things are very fluid now, so please check olivetmo.com to find out if the meetings are actually on or not. And with that, Mayor, I will kick it back to you.
All right, thank you very much for that report, Ms. Sunday, and for all the hard work, all the employees and the leadership to continue keeping our city open and progress happening for the citizens and as well as those that have decided to put their money in development and business into our community. Next, we have item number 4, which
Mayor, I believe Council Member Springer has a question.
oh, sure, but
City Manager Sondak, on the page where you show the list of upcoming events, it said that coffee with the mayor was at 8:15. I believe it said PM. Morado and
That would be incorrect. Yes, it should be 8:45 a.m. That was wishful thinking on my part. I would ask the council if you could, I got another message from someone asking that you speak up.
okay. All right. The next item after city manager's report is item number 4, which is city council reports. I will start with my pro tem Springer.
I have been meeting via teleconference with the pension board so that we can talk about any issues that may arise out of the market that has been moving very rapidly. And we have agreed to meet on a regular basis from now until such time that things pull down a bit.
All right, thank you very much. Councilmember Clark.
Actually, no meetings at this time, so I have nothing to report.
All right, thank you so much. Councilmember Greg Carl.
Due to the situation, I have attended no meetings at this time.
All right, thank you very much. As the city manager indicated, I did attend the Family and Community Design Commission meeting of March 19th at the City Hall. This is where we initially attempted to begin streaming. Commission member Brian Lewis attended that meeting by electronic format. There were several things that were deferred on this item that evening, and number 12, Lynn Court, was a petition for site plan review that was approved. The text amendment for construction signs, staff report, that was discussed and recommended to propose the ordinance to the council. There was discussion items that were deferred due to the fact that we were dealing with a new format and we didn't have a full body, but we will continue to do business as planned. city's website with regards to other cities and their plans and documents. And it was recommended by one of the commission members to go look at the Kirkwood's plan documents. I have taken a brief look at these, and some of these documents are over 100 pages, but there's interesting information as our planning and zoning commission begins to look at our next strategic plan for land use. With that, I've completed my report. We will move to item number 5, which is hearing from citizens. I do not know if there's anyone that has typed in a question to the live stream, and I turn that back over to Ms. Sundberg.
Carlos, do we have any comments from the public?
No, ma'am, none have been submitted as of yet.
Okay, no.
Okay. Then we shall move on to item number 6, which is bill number 2921, an ordinance to amend the zoning map of the city of Olivet to rezone the 1.41 acre property address as 9415 Olive Boulevard from COR, Commercial Office Retail District, to CC City Center District. This is the second meeting, and we will hold a public hearing. Is this gonna go to, Bart now, Carlos?
Carlos is here to take this.
Okay.
Okay, Mayor, if we're ready.
Want to read the title first before Carlos begins to, the city clerk?
All right. Bill number 2921, an ordinance to amend the zoning map of the city of Olivet to rezone the 1.41 acre property addressed as 9415 Olive Boulevard from COR Commercial Office Retail District to CC City Center District.
Thank you very much. Mr. Trejo, the floor is yours, sir.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the City Council. Again, I received the text that the audio is low, so please talk aloud. My name is Carlos Trejo. I am the Director of Planning and Community Development for the City of Olivet, and tonight I am here to present Bill 2921, which is a request for rezoning the property address is 9514 Olive Boulevard from its current COR Commercial Office Retail District to the relatively new CC City Center District. On the next slide, the location is at the old Ponderosa site. Address is 9514 Olive Boulevard. The slide will, the property is currently vacant. It's nestled between the old bowling alley or Olivet Lanes and Eden Rock apartments. It's approximately 1.4 acres in size, and again, it's currently zoned for commercial use under the city's COR Commercial Office Retail District. The COR district traditionally was the city's primary and only commercial zoning district, which extended from I-170 along on Olive all the way west to a block from Warson Road. And there, the property is now going to be initiated to be rezoned to CC City Center District, which is the creation of a new neighborhood-oriented commercial zoning district that's that furthers the goals and the objectives of the Olivet Strategic Plan. The City Planning and Community Design Commission has approved a redevelopment for that parcel, a roughly 15,000 square foot, two-story commercial structure that will have retail and some upper level office space that's connected to that retail. The design and site plan orientation has been approved by the city's Planning and Community Design Commission. And then the city, with the owner's consent, is initiating the rezoning request to City Center. The City Center District, again, has been written to further the objectives and the goals of the Olivet Strategic Plan. In addition to that, the City Center District also is consistent with the Olivet Catalyst Strategy, which provides the city an opportunity to kind of curate tenant mixes that are conducive with those under the strategic plan and, of course, the catalyst strategy. This, the slide that's before the screen, again, identifies the location of the property, with the south side being the top of the slide. On the next slide is the elevations that have been approved by the city's Planning and Community Design Commission. The next slide shows the street, the site plan layout of the tenant spaces. And again, the next is the current aerial, and what we want to stress in there initiating this rezoning. The next slide will show you the development proposal that has been approved by the council for the former City Hall facility on Olive Boulevard. And then you will see the proposed Plant Haven, the 9415 Olive Boulevard development across the street. And you'll see how slowly and consistent with the strategic plan, we're creating a city center, as we'll see in the next slide and final slide. Again, well, jump one.
Sorry.
That slide on the upper left-hand corner identifies the illustrations under our current strategic plan to create a city center nestled between Dillman and Old Indian Meadows Drive, and to try to curate the uses that are in there that was done under the catalyst strategy, and then now incorporate some of the streetscape enhancements under the Olive Boulevard Conceptual Master Plan. With this development and the development at the old City Hall, we're slowly bringing this into fruition and making this a real reality and achieving the objectives of the vision of the strategic plan in there. Again, the purpose of the public hearing and Bill 2192 is to rezone the 1.4 acre property from COR to CC City Center District. We find that it would be consistent with the city's strategic plan. It would further the goals and objectives of the city's catalyst strategy, and it will help us implement some of the concepts in the Olive Boulevard Conceptual Master Plan. And Mayor, if I may enter for the record before turning over the presentation, a couple of items in there. One is, of course, the City Council's goals and objectives as approved on August 2017, including those regarding economic development, connectivity, and transparency. The 2006 strategic plan is adopted. The 2016 catalyst strategy as adopted by the EDC and placed on file by the council. The 2020 Olive Boulevard Conceptual Master Plan is adopted by the Planning and Community Design Commission and placed on file by the council. The staff reports that were attached to the agenda. The PCDC approved plans for the site plan community design review for the redevelopment of the property. The public hearing notice and the affidavit of publication that's enclosed in your packets. Bill 2921 as presented. The Olivet Municipal Code and zoning map, and the presentation tonight before the City Council on March 24th, 2020. Mayor, that's all I have. I'd be glad to answer any specific questions.
Thank you so much for your report, Mr. Trail. This is a public hearing, so I will first ask if there's anyone that has written in or sent in any questions with regards to this item.
We're checking.
Okay, very good. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a 30-second delay.
We're still waiting to see if there are any other people who might want to participate.
We will wait to hear back from you, Ms. Sondagas, or to proceed.
It does not appear as though we have any public comments. And just so you know, we also did We did not receive any comments prior to the meeting.
Okay, very good. We will go ahead and close the public hearing and we will go back into council. I ask my fellow council members if they have any inquiries or questions of Mr. Strano or Ms. Sondag.
I have none.
Hearing, you have none? Okay. Hearing no need for questions of my council, back to the city, ladies and gentlemen, and will entertain a motion to adopt the bill.
Madam Mayor, I move that we adopt Bill 2921, an ordinance to amend the zoning map of the city of Olivet to rezone the 1.41 acre property addressed 9415 Olive Boulevard from COR, Commercial Office Retail District, to CC, City Center District.
Second.
Do I have a second? Moved and seconded, thank you, my fellow council members. Please poll council if there's no further questions.
Councilmember Carl?
Yes.
Councilmember Clark?
Yes.
Chairman Springer?
Yes.
Mayor?
Yes.
Motion passed. By action of the Olivet City Council, Bill number 2921 becomes ordinance number 2695.
They
Thank
can't
you
hear.
very much for
They
that
can't hear
activity. Ladies and gentlemen, we will move on to the next item, which is item number 7. Liquor license, Family Workshop LLC, DBA AR Workshop, Olivet, and 9200 Olive Boulevard, Suite 112. Madam Clerk?
Item number 7, pardon me? Item number 7, liquor license, Family Workshop LLC, doing business as AR Workshop Olivet, 92 Olive Boulevard, Suite 112.
Okay, Mayor, thank you. And as you said, this is for a liquor license for a new business at the shops. And I'm not sure if Greg Yowitz, who is one of the owners, is on yet. We did just send him the link if he would like to get on to tell us about what's happening there. But as you see, oh, Greg has just arrived. There he is.
Hi, Mr. Yowitz, good evening to you, and thank you for joining our meeting tonight, sir.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And Ms. Sondag, I'm putting it back to you, ma'am, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to actually just kick it off to Greg to tell us a little bit about the business that's going into the shops. And Greg, if you could just speak up, we are having a little bit of a problem with the volume at the go-to meeting, and that's one of the things we'll put it on the list to rectify before our next meeting.
Excellent. So hopefully you can hear me. So I'm Greg Yowitz, 600 Hill Lane in Olivet. I'm also the owner of Frank's Crossing Shopping Center, and my wife is opening under the name Family Workshop LLC, a business called AR Workshop. AR Workshop is a do-it-yourself woodworking craft studio where you go into the store to make wood-related gifts, canvas bags, hand-knit blankets, sort of like a painting pottery with functional wood crafts that are all customized with over 5,000 potential designs that can have your name or any kind of saying on it. There'll also be a small retail component with jewelry, hats, and sort of gifts that people can pick up on the fly if they're at the shopping center and need a gift for someone. These events or parties will have a maximum of 36 people. There are 6 tables with a few instructors. Generally, the classes will run some during the day, some in the evening or the weekends, and there is a kids camp option we'll probably do in the summer. With the onset of COVID-19, we will likely be pushing off the grand opening, which we planned for April 26th, until we get some more direction from our local government officials. The construction of the space is nearly complete. My wife is looking forward to opening this store very soon. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
All right, thank you, sir, that's, very interesting. To my fellow council members, do any of you have any, questions of Mr. Yowitz?
Do not?
Will you be using any sharp tools in this, new facility?
So, as far as tools go, the tools that the participants will use will either be a screw gun or a brad nailer. There will be a table saw for the staff to use in the back of the space.
Thank you.
Go ahead, don't tell.
Mr. Yowitz, does this shop anticipate having groups be able to make a reservation there? Let's say a group of women or group of couples, some couples want to come in and they want to reserve a space to do something. Are you anticipating that happening too?
Yes, we'll be offering, for example, there'll be a class on a specific topic. Let's say it's making Lazy Susans. However, the space will be available for private rental for the entire space, so bridal parties, during the day team building exercises with corporations or groups of realtors or any type of, I'll call it affinity group. Could be just a group of women who want to throw a birthday party, or men for that matter, who want to make some sort of functional craft.
Okay, good, thank you.
Okay, great. And I know that, Mr. Yowitz, your wife is deeply involved with autism and Autism Speaks, and I would like you to have an opportunity, if you're going to be doing anything related to that AR workshop with the autism community and kids that have autism.
So, one of the things that we talked to the franchisor about when we took a look at the franchise was that all the tables in their typical franchise store are all bar height with bar stools. And my wife and I, who are very sensitive about people with differential needs, I'm the board chair of Autism Speaks in St. Louis. We insisted upon a standard height table with different chairs so that people of all abilities could participate in our programming. We'll also be doing, I'm sure, a fair amount of fundraising through the store, again, because I am the board chair of the St. Louis chapter of Autism Speaks, and we are looking forward to providing, for example, potential events for groups through the St. Louis Arc, so that because they're closed, they can have events, and we have a special eye for that, so we're planning on doing that as well.
Very good, thank you much. Yes, St. Louis Park is very close, right across the street practically. Thank you very much for that. Are there any other follow-up questions that any of my peers would like to ask of Mr. Yowitz, given we've all asked a particular topic of interest to him? And if not, I will entertain a recommended action, motion.
Madam Mayor, I make a motion to authorize the city clerk to issue a liquor license for the 2020 calendar year to Failing Workshop LLC, doing business as AR Workshop Olivet, addressed at 9200 Olive Boulevard, Suite 112.
I second that.
Moved and seconded to authorize the city clerk to issue a liquor license. Please poll the council.
Councilmember Carl.
Yes.
Councilmember Clark.
Yes.
Chairman Springer.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
Motion passed.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. I will sign off now.
Thank you,
Thank you, Mr. Yowitz. Be safe.
You too.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we go to item number 8, which is the second portion of hearing from citizens. Ms. Sondag, I will turn it over to you if there's anyone that has responded in a question or anything.
Mayor, for the hearing from citizens, part 2, I do not believe we have any comments. And with that, we have the, so there are no comments. If you'd like to move on to approval of the minutes from March 10th.
I 2020. To my fellow council members, I did review it, I saw no errors, but I was not present at that meeting, and I will abstain. Please, if someone could make a motion.
Mayor, I move that we approve and accept the meeting minutes of March the 10th as presented.
Second that.
Moved and second to recognize and approve the minutes of the March 10th, 2020 meeting. Please poll the council.
Councilmember Carl?
Yes.
Councilmember Clark?
Yes.
Chairman Springer?
Yes.
Mayor?
Yes. Oh, sustain, I'm sorry, I wasn't there. Abstain,
Okay.
I wasn't there.
Motion passed.
We had the majority. My birthday. The next item on the agenda is 10, and that is the city attorney's report. Mr. Martin, I
Okay.
don't know whether you're just there this time.
Paul, the city attorney, Paul Martin, is here. Paul, if you want to come up here, maybe and give your report so that the volume's a little bit better?
Sure, everybody hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, great. The only report I have is that with the COVID threat, the legislature is pretty much shut down, and that one bill that we were discussing isn't going to proceed that affects the public speech case, so that case will be getting ramped up in short order, so we'll see where we go. That's all I've got.
Anybody have any questions of our city attorney, Mr. Martin? No. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, before we go through number 11 with this adjournment, I want to take this moment,
Mayor, I am going to ask that you really speak up.
okay, all right. Before we go to the adjournment, I am going to speak just briefly of a wonderful gentleman that served many years in our city as planning and zoning, Mr. Sam Goldman. The council extends its sincere sympathy to the family, to our fellow council member, former Mayor Maxine Weil, and the entire Goldman family. Our sincerest condolences. He was a great man, and he will be greatly missed. In the future, when the COVID-19 virus is settled and we can congregate in larger groups, this city will have a celebration for his length of time serving the city beyond the length of time anybody else ever has. And this embracing of the people he helped hundreds and hundreds throughout his lifetime. So with that, if anyone wishes to have anything to speak before we go for adjournment, I am opening this for my fellow council members to say something. Go ahead.
Mayor, if I may,
Go ahead.
if the council is, if anyone in the council would want to go first, so obviously. But I just wanted to thank the council for calling in. I also want to let people know that over the past 2 weeks that we've been, I and other city staff have been in almost daily conversation with the council as we've monitored what's been going on. The shift here tonight to the live streaming and the video conferencing, I know we've had a little bit of a problem with the GoToMeeting, and it's a little bit with the volume on that. We will work to improve that before our next meeting. We had a change of equipment kind of at the end of, right before the meeting. I think maybe that was part of the issue. But I want to let the citizens know that we will continue to improve on this format. And I also want folks to know that the the things that are going on right now in the world and that are happening here locally, that the council has, they've been putting in a lot of time also to try to figure out what can we do? What can we do for our community? And for that, I just want to thank you all for your time.
I'm gonna let my fellow council members speak before I speak last, so go ahead and please feel free to respond to Ms. Sondag and the staff who did an incredible job. Go ahead, my council.
Thank you, Ms.
If I
Sondag.
may? Good, Sydney.
Thank you, Ms. Sondag. I think that every storm has purpose. City of Olivet, the states, the country, the world. We're going through some things right now, and I think in the end, it's going to help us to realize just how important it is to have better fellowship with our brother man, brothers and our sisters. I think that when this passes through, we're going to be a much better world. I look forward to it. I think that we're going to appreciate that handshake. I know I miss being able to shake someone's hand and say thank you or I agree. I miss the times when I could hug my buddies. I look forward to those days, and I appreciate it more as each day goes by. So again, every storm has its purpose. I think that we're all going to come out better on the other side.
Thank you. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
I know I sent this to you, Missy, but I'd like to read it out loud
Please,
too.
go ahead. Go ahead.
It was said by James Lane Allen, adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. The residents of Olivet are fortunate to have employees who exemplify this statement. We've all been tested many times in adverse situations, especially the employees, and each and every time, the employee's stellar character shines through. This challenge is no different. We will all get through this together, and we will be stronger and better for it. We are, hashtag, Olivet Strong.
Very good. Mr. Carl?
I can't really say anything that, everyone else hasn't said already. We have a great group of employees with the city, and a great leader in, Barbara Sondag. I agree with Cindy that I think we're gonna hopefully come out of this with a better appreciation for the whole world. But I think we may also see some changes that that may also be beneficial, not quite so great as fellow man getting along, but I think there's some quicker technological adoptions that we're all being forced to contend with now. So I do thank our staff for making all of this possible, because they are the ones that do it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you, my fellow council members. It is a trying time. We are in uncharted territory. I want everyone to be safe. And again, to the citizens of Olivet, you don't know how lucky you are with the caliber of staff, employees, leadership that we have amongst this city. We are truly blessed to have those leading and running our city and making choices to keep Olivet going and keep us strong. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I will entertain a motion for adjournment.
Mayor?
Mayor?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, ma'am.
Carlos Trejo, the Planning and Community Development Director, would like to pass on something.
Absolutely. Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, Mr. Trejo.
Mayor, I just wanted to note that we did receive 2 chat comments on the YouTube. One was from David Voles with Voles Incorporated. He was the petitioner for 9514 Olive Boulevard, which was adopted today for the rezoning and after the public hearing. But he thanked the council for being creative in holding this meeting. And then Mr. Yowitz, who spoke earlier, also followed through on the same comments, saying he was appreciative of it being creative. So, thank you.
Very good. And while there will not be an election beginning of April, the city will continue to do its business the way it has always done its business. And we will move is already today. I thank you all for your participation. This is a new challenge that we've done very well tonight. To the city manager, who has worked tirelessly, at least before I even came back from vacation, and to the city staff, you are much appreciated. With that, ladies and gentlemen, if nobody else has any desire to speak or present information, I will entertain a motion.
I'll second.
Moved and seconded to adjourn. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Be safe.
As well.
Thank you.
Do you want to stop the live stream then?
Did you stop it?
And just about